Hello everybody, and welcome back to I'm thinking this is part 26 of the Long Dark Wintermute series. It's been like 2 or 3 years since the last episode, because, as Hinterland does, it just kind of naturally takes forever for them to do things. But it's out, and I'm excited, because, guys, we're here to finally finish this Wintermute series. And let me tell you, I've been waiting so long for this thing. It's been really hard to wait, really. So I watched a spoiler-free review of it. Some people don't like it because they think it's kind of rushed, which is crazy because it took several years, but whatever. Even if it feels rushed in some places, I'm looking forward to it because I want to see the conclusion of our wonderful story with Astrid and Mackenzie. So I've gone ahead and backed up the save, just in case it corrupts, because again, this is upgrading like a 3-year-old save and all that. So anyway, the light at the end of all things. Separated by events on Great Bear Island, Astrid and Mackenzie struggle to make the sense of the quiet apocalypse. In Perseverance Mills, Astrid investigates the quarantine established in the remote town. Lost in the wilderness with Jace, Mackenzie pushes on to deliver the Wintermute message to Dr. Atwood. Will they finally uncover the mystery of the Aurora and what it all means for the world? Well, I don't know, guys. Let's find out. Okay, yeah. I remember. We did the Hardened. This is what we want. Alright, guys. Let's hit it.
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed.
I seem to recall a town somewhere up north, far. What was it called?
Hello? Is this the radio station at Perseverance Mills? Ask for Atwood.
Atwood. Got it. What's the message?
Wintermute.
I have wandered these paths a long time, friend. I was a walker, now I'm a watcher.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What is in the case?
They're all gonna pay now, Astrid.
Who are?
All of them. We've been in the background, in the shadows, invisible, overlooked for too long.
Well. Look what my guys found while investigating the old parts of the prison. Someone is seriously fucking with me.
Wake up, man. This is all about Donna. Don't you get that?
Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where is the cure?
Part 1. Perseverance.
Jack?
Thank you for coming. I didn't dare to hope, but when I saw your face in that canoe, I wasn't sure if it was too late.
Where?
Oh, this is my home. You made it. To Perseverance Mills.
I woke up and I thought I saw a child.
God, I wish it were true, but I can't see how. My little sweet Freya. It's gotten worse since we last spoke. She's been asleep like this for days now. She comes out of it once in a while and seems completely lost. The other night I woke up and she was standing on the porch, door wide open, like she was going to take a walk. She was freezing, but she wasn't awake. It was like sleepwalking.
We knew these symptoms might come.
Did you bring the treatment you promised?
Yeah, how about that?
I did bring them, but on the way here, the plane came down in the mountains. I got separated from Mackenzie. I'm sure he has the meds, and I know he's trying to get to us. We just need time. He'll get here.
Astrid, I'm not sure we have the time. Whatever happened to Freya seems to be affecting others in Perseverance. Dr. Larson set up a quarantine about a week ago when the power first went out. But he's gone missing, and the whole town is afraid.
Quarantine?
Yeah. He thinks whatever is going on might be contagious. We've been trying to reach other towns on the radio, but nobody's responding.
Something's happened to the power. But also, it's more than that. I can't explain it yet, but it feels big.
People are getting frantic. Most are scared to leave their homes. Some are talking about breaking quarantine.
The doctor must have had a good reason for establishing it. If it is something contagious, we need to keep it from spreading further.
I think we have bigger problems. People have gone missing, and a couple have turned up dead. Some people are saying there's a killer from out of town, preying on people, catching them out in the forest, strangling them, drowning them. There are all kinds of crazy theories. Everyone is scared, and nobody's thinking too straight.
It sounds like the doctor may have had some ideas. Where can I find his clinic?
It's near the center of town. Not far from Cooper's Blind, the bar.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Be careful, Astrid. Freya's counting on you.
Now the pale morning sings of forgotten things. She plays the tune for those who wish to overlook the fact that they've been blindly deceived by those who preach and pray and teach. But she falls short and the night explodes in laughter. Don't you come here and say I didn't warn you about the way your world can alter. And oh, how you try to command it all still. Every single time it all shifts one way or the other. And I'm a goddamn coward, but then again so are you. And the lions roar as me evading and hollering for you. you back
to me. Oh, I love this. Okay, we've made it. So what we got here? This is the door. I don't necessarily want to look at the door yet. Alright. What's in here? Okay, so we're here. Let me get the character straight here. So we have I guess she's behind the door in here. But we have, what, Jace, I think is her name? And Freya. So Freya's the girl, Jace is the lady that rescued us, and, ooh, we can search her cabin. We got the beans. We got the coffee. What do we got in the inventory department? Not much. Alright, great. I love when I work hard and I find things in the previous episodes and then I don't get to keep them. Like, it makes me a little bit sad. But we've established we can, in fact, take stuff from her. So you know I'm gonna be a greedy little bastard and I'm gonna be stealing as much as I can. I love looting in general, but particularly I love looting the cabinets. There's so many. Purification tablets, that's pretty big. Come on, there has to be something in the freezer. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we got, ooh, insulated boots already. Okay, this door is locked. It doesn't say what key I need or anything like that. There's some simple tools. Oh, cardboard box. I also adjusted the sensitivity, so it's like I'm moving my mouse kind of a lot, but this is more in line what I do in other games, so maybe I'll actually be better. Except I adjusted the aim sensitivity. So next time I get a gun and I'll have to aim, which by the way I read the changelog, they're adding like a shotgun. Or they have added, rather, a shotgun. For context, here's what the controls are at. My FOV is at 90, and these are at 6% each, which I'm assuming they're not scaled to each other, but I might be wrong. And my DPI is 1000 usually, so 6% on 1000 DPI feels alright. Ooh, that is a lot right there. Can't mess with the stoker. Can't mess with the fire either. Alright, fine. If I can't mess with your stupid fire, then I'll be taking your fire logs. Thank you very much. It's a small little house. Too bad they're about to have nothing as I loot it all. So she still won't let us inside the door, but we got sewing kit. We got tons of books. What is this? The Frozen Angler, an industrial manual on ice fishing research. Oh, did they add? They added the research into Wintermute. That's cool. When the research is a survival mode thing, it has been for many years at this point, which I assume means that they can have, we have skills now.
Will come in handy.
Maybe we had skills. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe we had these level up books inside the previous Wintermutes and I just never found them. I don't know. Man, this house just keeps on going forever. Ooh, some water. Huge. Give me that. No medical box inside there. Usually they have a little bit of a medical box inside of the bathrooms. Okay, so some stuff that I don't need. Here's what all I got from all of that. Let's talk about stuff that I do need first. Mainly the clothing aspect of it. These are 1.8 and 1.8 and they're at 100%. These are way better. Can I wear these? Why can I not equip? I don't seem to be able to equip. I don't seem to be able to equip anything. But I can harvest stuff. What time is it? Okay, it's like early morning. We have some food here that we could cook. But can I actually cook it? Can I, like, put this here? Eat it. I don't think that's cooking. Aha! Yes, wonderful. We'll go ahead and drop the coffee, get it nice and toasty for ourselves. Bam, 7 minutes until that's ready. I missed these wooden matches right up here on top of the fireplace. That's pretty good. While we wait, we can go ahead, take a look-see at the map here. We're up here. We have to investigate Dr. Larson's whereabouts, and then up here, we also have to do the same. Okay. Doesn't look like we have any sort of basement or anything around back. That looks pretty cool. Is that whale bones out there or something? Looks like a mesh of some sort. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, I'll stop being distracted. Let's go. So that house looks all boarded up, and it seems I am not allowed in, except for the part where I can get in. Oh, just kidding. We have an invisible wall. This looks like a really big town that I would want to explore. That's a nice house all the way up there. Is that solar panels? It is. That is crazy. Okay, so that stairway goes up to some more houses. Road, rather, not stairway. What do we got here? Bench with some homies on it. Alright, let's try the house. Okay, it's a house. Oh man.
This'll come in handy.
Got mukluks here. We're getting some crazy stuff here, but unfortunately I'm almost full on my carrying capacity, and I can't equip these for some reason. Well, if there's anything to be said, it's that we will have plenty of water and we will have plenty of coffee. I'm getting the picture that this one's probably not going to be quite as much of a survival-based episode as much as it is a narrative type episode. With that being said, this game has just ingrained itself in my mind as I have to loot everything. Okay, I'm encumbered, but this house is small. Nope, just kidding. There's a second floor. Please don't be anything good up here that I have to carry around. Another plaid shirt. So many plaid shirts. You know, if I could get a shotgun, I think I would be happy. Honestly, I didn't think Wintermute had it in them. I didn't think they were going to add a shotgun. I have too much stuff. I'm going to put off looting some houses. Explore the area itself a little bit, and then we'll get to actually looting the area later. In the meantime, in the journal, a strange illness has taken hold in the Perseverance Mills. People are missing. Investigate the town and see what you can find out. Alright. Simple and to the point. This place looks important. It's not, but it looks like it. Check the car real quick. No battery.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We can carry so much more. Oh, a flare. That's really good. Liquor bottle. Alright, this place looks important. Oh, but you can't go in. What is this? Shelter here. Let's see what we got inside of here. Nothing in the picnic table. Nothing over here. Oh, wait. Oh. We got the berries. Can't pick the berries. Dang, that sucks. Okay. Missing people
So many of the
printouts.
locals have gone missing.
Alright, Cooper's Blind. Alright, so this place here is probably going to be the main base of this map, of this region, I would assume.
Ah, welcome to Cooper's. Haven't seen you around here before.
Right. I've been staying with a friend.
Ah, right. You're Jane's friend from the mainland. The one from the canoe. You feeling any better?
Yes, thank you. I'm looking for the doctor, Larson. Any idea where I can find him?
Well, you're not the only one looking for the man. The good doctor set up a quarantine here, what, a couple of weeks ago now? After everything stopped working. Said strange things were happening. People going missing, weird stuff. Not sure. He's usually such a level-headed guy. It's not like him to just disappear in the middle of all this.
When was the last time anyone saw him?
It's been days at least. It's a bit hard to keep track, honestly. Every day another refugee from the cold, or three, showing up and camping out here at the bar.
I'm sure they appreciate having a safe place to stay.
Well, most of them wouldn't stoop low enough to pass the threshold in good times, but I don't hold it against them. I'm happy to be able to help, as long as there's wood for the fireplace and booze for the patrons, that is. At least I don't expect the wood to run out.
Well, if you have any suggestions for where I can start looking for Dr. Larson.
His clinic is just up the street. He leaves a spare key at the bar in case of emergencies. I'm sure he wouldn't mind giving a friend of Jane's a chance to look around. He's almost family to them after all those hours sitting by Freya's bedside.
Thanks. I'll start there.
Might be worth taking a look at the constable's office, and the co-op too. This is a small town, so news and drama tend to show up in those places first.
Got it. Thanks.
Stay safe out there. And watch out for the mill workers. Someone tried to burn the place down about a week ago. They're convinced it's the same person running around murdering people in their sleep. So they're a bit on edge.
You don't sound like you believe in the murderer theory.
Not my place to say. I mostly listen to people and keep my opinions to myself. I will say that I've lived here for years. A remote place like this is dangerous by nature. We're always only one careless step away from a very bad situation. It can bring out the worst in people.
Thanks for the key. I'll bring it back when I'm finished.
You stay safe out there. And if you get too cold, feel free to come back to warm up a bit. I'll keep the fire going as long as I can.
Thanks. I'll be careful.
Well, okay then.
Jen said she woke up and he was just gone.
What does that even mean?
Like, just gone. She woke up and he was out of the bed. The house was freezing. She went looking for him downstairs.
Kind of interested to hear what these people have to say.
Oh, man. I say we take what supplies we can find and go south. To Thompson's Crossing or Milton. Anywhere. Just gotta get the hell out of here.
I wouldn't do that. Oh
Oh
man,
This
check
stuff will come in handy.
bro. Diary. So this letter's just talking about how this lady does not like dealing with the people that she has to sleep next to, and also an unusual hum that sounds like it comes from beneath the waves. So that's rather interesting. Another bearskin bedroll, dude. Got our lantern already, nice. So the question is, how do I get to that door over there? But until I figure that out, ooh, cooked rabbit. I feel like this freezer might be a great place to store various items. Alright, so this is a cool balcony out here, it looks like. That's pretty sick. And then that takes us down around the side. Is this emergency what room? The entrance into the side? No. Okay. Yes, an office. It is time to do some inventory management. So, I figured it out. I was in the wrong menu. I needed to be in the clothing menu to actually equip the stuff. So I went ahead and equipped the mucklucks, and I've got a little bit of repairing to do, but so far this is about as good as the clothing is going to get. Notably, we have 2 pairs of socks, we have the mucklucks, and we have this took that we found. So that's pretty cool. But I've got some harvesting to do and a little bit of repairing to do, and by then it might be nighttime outside, but we might be able to make our way perhaps over to here first before the night ends, or before the night begins rather, but we shall see. Ooh, coffee. Nice. Alright, so I've done some inventory management. This is the final result of things that we are keeping versus things we're getting rid of. I've repaired a whole lot of stuff. Hold on, we don't need those. I've repaired a whole lot of stuff, so we're in pretty good situation right now. I accidentally drank some of the coffee. I was trying to put it on the ground, and I instead just double-clicked it and started drinking it. So that was my bad. But anyway, some of this food's rather low quality, but you know, I'm sure it's probably okay once we cook it. But yeah, pretty sick. I also noticed that no matter what I do, he offered me the ability to be able to do stuff at the fire here, but I don't think there's actually a way for me to reach the fire, so that's not very optimal at the moment, but hey, whatever, I'm sure we can make it work. So, I'm gonna make my way over to the co-op, because that just seems like a good thing to do. Alright, we are out and about, and it is pretty dark out. Notable things that happened though. I now have a lantern. And lanterns are pretty cool. We like lanterns. Alright, holy crap. Oh, these aren't all lootable. Okay. Because I figured if they were, that was going to be a lot of loot. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and loot this place. Report back with what I find. So I was going to show the code on the safe, but there's actually not a code on the safe. Unless that's what our key was for. But there is this prescription right here. So this is basically the doctor giving you a procedure for how to sleep to counter sleepwalking. And basically you just lock yourself inside of your house, as one does. Okay, game, how is this useful? How am I going to open the fridge and be over here? So I don't think there's a whole lot in here that I'm missing. Cool things that we got included the ear wrap though, and it's at 80% almost, so that's pretty good. But I wanted to go ahead and record opening this because it seems big, but I guess it's a door and not actually. It's not interesting. This is pretty cool actually. Well, they got the attention to detail. You can just kind of come back here. You can stock all the shelves. That's pretty sick. As I said though, unfortunately there was not a whole lot to be gained from all of this. We got some newsprint, we got the clothing, we got this hat. And I think that was pretty much it. Oh, we got the revolver ammo, and there was 10 bullets. So that was pretty good. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. So the night is still somewhat young, so we can go ahead and make it to the doctor's clinic. Why don't we? Alright. We can walk with the lantern out. Why not? We're bowling. That one's locked. Unfortunate. Oh, marine flare. So there's a little crossroads right here, and we also have
Where did they all
all
go?
these missing people handouts. Crossroads goes up to that top area, or up to the left here, and it just kind of goes everywhere. So this is an important crossroads, rather. And I think I am next to the important place. So, radio tower is one of these directions. So that's pretty cool. Also, it's the giant one that says medical clinic. So that's pretty awesome. I got a note. Okay, so it's just saying if you need emergency supplies, then contact some of the people. Alright, let's unlock it and head on in, why don't we?
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
This is small. Is this lantern on? Oh, it is on. This is pretty cool. He has like multiple little lanterns just kind of hanging around the place, and I can just kind of be free to loot whatever. Ooh, the tag says gun locker. Alright, so we have a clipboard right here.
I have no rational explanation for my patient's altered presentation. All that is left is the irrational, and I do not want to go down that road quite yet. Ever since the night we lost power, everyone has looked to me for an answer. But my limited journals are useless without a connection to the mainland. I will press on, but I fear it is time to involve law enforcement. In whatever fashion the law remains on this tragic island in the middle of this catastrophe. Doing my duty, I will pursue the leads that I can as I can. I have enlisted the local constable as well. He is here lately on his usual rotation, if also eager to leave once he saw the basic quarantine I pushed for. But he is hardy, and he seems dependable enough. We will see.
Alright. Not much to say right there. I think we kind of get the picture. More things to loot, of course. I got a clipboard with medical documents. So they're saying that this seems to be like signs of dementia almost.
Some of these findings feel familiar.
You know, I will never complain about having too much stuff to loot.
Detailed, yet vague. I could tell he wasn't really sure how to interpret his own observations. Man, I could eat anything.
Got a door and a note. Keep the windows open when you open the store, and until then, don't open it. Requires garage key. Also, I have gotten a rather large amount of medical supplies from this place. I mean, we are kind of stacked. Also, we are kind of encumbered. Okay, we will check the constable's office, but hopefully he'll have a fireplace. That would be really nice if I could spend the night there. I have made it. Unfortunately, it does not look very alive. Except apparently, according to this, it is light outside. That place is pretty cool, however, I have decided that I need to go back to the blind down here. Just in case. Also, these swings right here make like swinging chain noises, and it's actually really scary. I wish I knew how to get into this door. Right over here. If for no other reason than that right there is an herbal tea, and I could definitely use that. Anyway, I put a couple things out here to just chill. We have the car battery, and we also refueled the lantern a little bit. We need some more water, and then other than that, we are ready to go back. The other issue is I might have made a mistake in using this place as the home base, because if I'm not going to actually be able to use that fire right there, then that could be a problem. Because I like free unlimited fire, and if the place up there has it, then that might need to be my base, even if it's a little bit kind of out of the way. But I'm not going to make that decision just yet, because sometimes these things can change inside of the story, and if we meet the right people, who knows? That giant mob inside of Cooper's Blind might get dispersed. I don't know. Alright, so here's what we look like in the daytime. Looks like there's a logbook right there. This is probably the gun case, we'll get to that. There is a stove, that's pretty cool. Some more can openers and whatnot. Note on the ground, flare pistol. Some wood. Okay, it's a good thing I emptied my inventory. I'll go ahead and loot this place and we'll see what we find. So, with the note on the ground. So, it's just saying, homie went, slept, walked right out into the cold. Distress pistol. Oh, yes. That's huge. This is very good. Go ahead and load that bad boy up. Oh yeah. So, the logbook. Okay, so he's going on a perilous mission on his own to basically search for the doctor who went missing. He stashed a boat and he's going upriver. No radios, no GPS, no backup, no choice. So, that is probably going to be what we'll have to do next, is search for him. Alright, gun crate. What do we got? Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, we got the revolver. Got my beautiful revolver back. This is so nice. Now I can go get some ammo for it back from home and we'll be set. There's another note here on the shelf. Salt water in the lungs. They did some autopsies on some victims. Interesting. And the garage key. So I think the garage key was for that place over in the doctor's office. Yeah, the morgue, according to the missions over there. Alright, and I think that is about it. Job well done. Let's go depot this back at Cooter's or whatever it's called. So I just went into this car and I couldn't help but notice it has so much crap inside of here. Like, this is truly a lot. So when we were in the constable's office, we also found these tactical gloves, which are significantly better than what we are wearing now. So we will be wearing those for the foreseeable future. And it's really close, but I'm gonna say that I think the sweatshirt's better than the dress shirt. If it was at full durability. I also found another took inside of one of those cars, but I gotta say, Astrid's hat is pretty good. Just not quite good enough, so we can go ahead and repair this, and we will be ballin'. We look so derpy right now, but we are balling. Alright, we are locked and loaded. Among other things, I put the fire logs out here, took them out of my storage, the battery here, the paint's here, and all my recycled cans are here. And I might take the water out and put it here too. Yeah, we got hella water now. Alright. Fatigue reduced. I went ahead and drank some more coffee, because I figured I was going to need it. So the gas station was pretty cool, except there just wasn't much inside of it. Right, so here we are back at this place. We can't take those books. What do we got? Alrighty.
Okay, an improvised morgue.
Definitely improvised.
Looks like Dr. Larson did his best to maintain some kind of quarantine protocol for these bodies. It couldn't have been easy for him, being in such a remote location.
Man, a lot of containers. Let's see what we got. Nothing that we don't already have from all those drawers. Also, we can't leave that area, but we do have a note right here. It's just the doctor leaving a note for Constable Pete, saying that he wishes he could help the people and he wishes he could help them sooner. That being said, I feel like we still have a sufficient amount of time to do stuff, so we might as well head up to the mill. This map isn't very big anyway, so we can just kind of meander our way. Anyway, I'm guessing this right here is the mill. Yes. Lumber mill and lighthouse. This direction. I can't resist the car. And see, look, we got soda from it. So it was worth it. This map definitely is pretty small. I have not walked very far, and I've come all the way here. Oh, but there's fire. What have you for me?
Hey, what do you want?
Hi there. I'm just looking around.
Well, don't be doing that.
Easy, Jean. She looks harmless enough.
Trust no one, that's what I say.
You guys guarding the mill?
Yeah, can't be too careful.
You're obviously new here, so let me fill you in on the situation. Someone's been going around murdering people, and that same someone is trying to burn the mill to the ground.
Come on, Jean. You sound so paranoid right now.
How else do you explain what's going on here?
Could it be that the events are unrelated?
Events? Unrelated? What are you, a cop?
A doctor, actually.
You a friend of Larson's?
No, I hear he's gone missing.
Yeah, missing. Like all the others. And the dogs.
Holy shit, Jean. You're too much.
What? You think it's all some kind of coincidence?
I mean, I don't know, but it seems a bit far-fetched.
Can I take a look around? Maybe I can help figure out what happened.
No way, lady. Nobody's getting through these gates. Not until whatever crazy asshole out there is behind bars. Or even better.
Hell, Jean. When did you get so bloodthirsty?
Look, nobody messes with the mill. Nobody. Without this place, we have nothing. No reason to be here. The town would just disappear.
You're so dramatic.
I'll leave you to it.
Be careful out there, lady. Weird shit is happening.
I'm sure everything will go back to normal once the power comes back on.
Yeah, and I plan to make sure there's still a mill left when that happens.
I'm telling you, you have to stop listening to all that paranoid conspiracy shit Terry's always raving about on his radio show.
Radio show?
Yeah, Terry runs his own personal radio station out of the old radio hut above town. Mostly plays music, but occasionally when he's been smoking a bit too much, well, let's just say things get a little crazy with his theories.
Listen, that guy knows what he's talking about.
No, that guy thinks he's living in the X-Files or something.
Trust no one!
Come on, man.
Trust no one.
Wild. Can I use this? Oh, I can't.
Larson and the constable both left town looking for the missing townsfolk. Each of them is a piece of the puzzle of what's going on in Perseverance Mills.
I have decided we must cook the pork and beans. Alright, I successfully made some coffee too, so we have to search the wilds. We have to find the constable along with the river in Perseverance Wilds, find a missing patient in Perseverance Wilds, and a missing person. What are these wilds you speak of? Ah, and I know for a fact I'm going to get in there eventually. Like, there's no way the game can dangle that in front of me and not let me do it, so I was going to loot the church, but it seems like the doors to the church are locked. Interesting. I just realized this fucker is in my way. He's not particularly sitting on anything. Alrighty, so I have done a little bit more inventory management. We have a quite large stockpile of matches at this point, and so that's pretty good. We have a lot of medications. We have some pretty high tier clothing. Somewhat decent amount of food. It's all just openable stuff though. I'm not very excited about that, but it'll have to do. Pretty powerful in the tools. We have the flare and the marine flare and the revolver, so those are all pretty sick. We got a jerry can so we can refill the storm lantern, which I already did. We have some repairable stuff with which we can repair things. Guys, I think that is going to do it for this first episode of episode 5. First part of episode 5, I guess I should say. I'm really enjoying it so far. I have to say the animations have been way better, which apparently they were working on some sort of actual like motion capture technology stuff for their animations, and I can really tell. Like so far, this episode has the best animations I've seen in the whole game. Which is good because episode 4's animations, they look pretty bad to me. So, anyway, I'm excited. All I'm hoping is that these people, particularly this homie, will move out of the way and I can meander my way over there and actually be able to use that fireplace. They're not really being very nice, giving me a place to sit or anything, so that's rather annoying. But other than that, I'm enjoying it a lot. So I think that'll about do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.